What's up, YouTube? So you might have seen my guitar video. It's getting quite popular. Towards the end of it, though, what I'm talking about, because some of you might not, I didn't quite enunciate it all the way through. I was just kind of more blown away by the guitar playing and the chi skills I possessed with my fire chi, yes. Anyway, it was this guy at the bar, and he saw a pentagram around my necklace, and he's like, "Do you worship Satan?" And I said, "No, but I have a beer with him." And the guy looked at me and said, "Well, we're having a beer with him right now." I'm like, "Oh, is Satan in human form? That's cute. Whatever." You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy thought he was Satan. I'm like, whatever helps you sleep better at night, buddy. But check this shit out, too. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I rearranged the space a little bit. Did some, what's the word I'm looking for? Feng shui. And, the energy of the apartment flows much nicer now. I like it. I had the, what'd you change? Well, I moved the couch back a little bit to have more room to walk in the main area of it. I like to think of this as my recording studio at the moment because I got GarageBand and I'm in a studio apartment. I know some people are making comments on my YouTube saying, "You should like make your landlord pay for the glass because she didn't tell you your apartment was haunted." And I'm like, no, I'm fucking with an Ouija board. I gotta pay for my consequences. I fucking with an Ouija board to see if the ghost will play, and it's like, oh, the ghost does play. He knocks my shotgun over into the glass panes. I'm like, really? Excuse me. But, yeah, I got that shit fixed, so the glass is fixed now. The only thing that's not fixed is my shotgun now has scratches on the barrel from the glass. It'll shoot just fine, you know, the double barrel shotgun that I have well. But the scratches ain't gonna affect it, you know. I might just keep them on there because hey, it's a ghost story to tell. No one's gonna believe you, but hey, some people might. Be like, say what now? Especially when you explain the timing of it, in which, you know, you were watching a certain video on YouTube, and then I had the chair scooted forward. It was leaning farther towards the computer, and it wasn't leaning against the wall. It was just, the only thing that was leaning against the wall was a shotgun, this kind of an angle. And I told the story before. I'm like, and how exactly am I going to finish to my landlord here about the shotgun taking over? I just saw the shotgun taking over. Was it loaded? No. Well then, okay, then I'll call the last company and get it fixed. Alright, cool, just send me the bill. Alright, got it taken care of. Sweet. Wasn't complaining, just saying, you know, I try not to complain too much, but sometimes you find that life is just so not worth complaining about. It's that egret kick you in the cheek that makes it fun. Yeah. What do you want, Winston? You're sitting here tapping on that white tub like crazy in this video. So I'm sitting here smoking a cigarette, my feet are underneath me, and Winston likes to tap on the white tub. Makes a little tapping noise. I mean, I'm hearing it, and my feet are obviously in front of me. See? See, I'm putting my feet up. All my body parts are towards me. I'm not tapping on it. Winston is the poltergeist. You can hear him. Or as I sit here talking. Hear that, YouTube? He just keeps doing it. But you sure are talkative today, Winston. keeps tapping and tapping and tapping. So can a Ouija board affect a haunted location? Yeah, to a certain degree you can. But since then, I put the vacuum cleaner back in front of the hutch, just in case I do set the shotgun there. It does fall over, the vacuum cleaner will catch it. And it won't break the glass again. More than likely, the shotgun will just fall over onto its side. So, yeah. I'll show you something real quick. If you look over mirror right there, okay. I had the chair scooted closer to the computer. It wasn't that far back like it is now. And I had this shotgun of mine leaning against the wall. Like that. Just like that. And I had the chair a bit closer to the computer, and I was sitting there watching the video. Out of the corner of my eye, the shotgun does this on its own. And the way it falls forward, you know. It fell forward and broke this pane of glass right here. But I just got that replaced, so. Now I have the vacuum sitting in front of the glass. So now if the shotgun would have fallen, look at that, the vacuum would have caught it. Because it's right at the angle it fell to. And I'm like, really, Winston? Really? You gotta be like that? The gun didn't go off, it just the barrels kind of went through the glass, basically. And you can see what it did to the barrels right there, kind of in the camera. I'm not get a close up right there. You see that? The glass pretty much scraped some of the finish off my barrels, but honestly, I'm not worried. This 12 gauge will shoot just fine. Yeah, double barrel baby. That's what's up. It's an American made side by side. So my gun gauge will sit on the futon or on the bed somewhere, you know, where it's not gonna fall or anything, you know. And what is the first rule of owning a gun? Always treat a gun as though it's loaded, so you don't put your hands anywhere near the trigger or anything like that. It's just common gun safety 101. Yeah. Are you done talking, Winston? Fucking poltergeist. I'm looking at these comments like, really? I don't mind it, you know. But I do notice when I play with the Ouija board, the activity does go up in the apartment a little bit. I thought the first time I've actually had stuff like that happen, I was just sitting there talking, and one day, you know, I had a bottle of disinfecting spray fly off the shelf in the kitchen with such a violent force that when it hit the floor, it was like a loud bang. And the lid on the disinfectant spray had a huge chunk in it, about that big, broken off of it on the lid when it hit the floor. And I'm standing on the other side of the kitchen, nowhere near it. I hear it, and I'm like, what the fuck? I look over, and I'm like, oh, well then. But Winston's not always a menacing poltergeist. He likes to be helpful sometimes. One night, this is before me and Stephanie broke up, we were laying in bed together about to pass out, and then we heard a noise in the kitchen. Stephanie's like, what's that? I'm like, I don't know. It's probably Winston. I'll take a look, see what it is. I walk into the kitchen, and Winston had knocked a loaf of bread off the shelf. I'm like, whatever. Put it back on the shelf. I get up next day to make breakfast, and as I'm using that very same loaf of bread, I look and the bread got moldy. I'm like, God damn it, ew. I had to throw it away. Didn't want to, but I had to. You know, so fuck, you gotta wash that shit. But I was Winston letting me know, saying, hey, dipshit, your bread's moldy. So sometimes the poltergeist isn't always, you know, mischievous, if you could call it. Mildly mischievous in comparison, mind you. Because mildly mischievous. I mean, you start getting into the more demonic and more malevolent spirits. Oof, that's on a whole other ball game. Because you think what Winston's doing is scary when I tell you these stories on YouTube. Truth of it is, ghosts can do so much more than that, YouTube. You know, the way the spiritual world exists, it exists on multiple planes and different generations in the same time and space existence as yours, that you're living right now. So people who lived life 10 years ago that might have died recently, you know, living in a certain space, 10 years ago is going to be time periods. They're going to be stuck in that time period as a ghost, basically, if they choose to. Or they go to some afterlife if they believe in that sort of thing. Now, to explain the forces of magic, think about this for a second, YouTube. Let's say you got two magnets and you put them on either opposite sides and they push away from each other. But then when they spin around, they click together. Magic is the force doing both of those things at the same time, theoretically speaking, metaphorically speaking. And you are the person in between those magnets, pulling them together when they won't come together, and then making it come together. You know, that force that takes it. You know, because you can try all you want. You get a magnet on opposite sides of each other. You push, and it's just like they stop. They will not go together. But then when the directions change, it goes together. You know, the energy is your magnet, so to speak, and you are the person pushing them together and apart and stuff. You know? Think of it like that. You use the energy around you, though. You don't use your own energy. And you manipulate the energy around you. Like goddamn Zippo. Probably needs fluid. So check this out. I got the beach cruiser working sort of. I was able to make it at least pedal like a normal bike, at least until I get the engine fixed. So that's what's up. It's better than no transportation. I had to yank the chain that turns the engine off the bike itself and just leave the rest of the kit on, because everything else in the kit is working like it's supposed to. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. So I might have gotten the fuel mixture off, and the chain needs to be a little bit skinnier from side to side, top to bottom, I mean. And that's proper chains on, right fuel mixture, should work just fine. But thing about these kits, though, these kits you order online, I seem not to be the only one who has these problems with when they order these kits. There's always something going wrong, and they gotta fix it and fuck with it until they can get it to where it works like it's supposed to. It had worked September 6, 2014. I drove it all over town. That was fun. People were like, I want one. So, yeah. I think if the weather stays nice, I might cruise around town after work, but no, like I need to get to work on time, so I want to call a cab instead. Just because. But I gotta shower and shit before going to work, so yeah. I thought I'd stop and make a quick video real quick. Kind of explain what I was trying to say in the last video with that awesome guitar playing. I made a couple mistakes on my shredding, but it is getting more accurate and it is getting faster. There's no doubt about that. Did a little feng shui last night, and yeah. Because I sit here talking to you. Oh, what, you done talking, Winston? You done? You done? No, I guarantee you he's not done tapping on the drawer. He likes to do that to get my attention. People are like, what's that noise? And the tapping is literally, I'll drive my hand, I want to take it over to the white tub here. It sounds like that, but it's a lot quieter. And that was me tapping that time, leaning over. But in the earlier parts of the video, you see me sitting here talking to you like, what's up? And then, yeah, that shit happened. Until then, this is KingCobraJFS with another video. Thanks for watching. See y'all later.